Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be so good, and you guys are having tea with me as I give you the tea about my business and some of the lessons that I think everyone should take and apply to their own business. But first, let me have a sip, okay? So, today's video is all about why I'm starting a membership as part of what I offer in my coaching business. And if you remember, 2 days ago, I released the video showing you the behind the scenes as I started to create this low ticket membership using the school platform. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to link the video somewhere above this one just so that you can go back and see the raw behind the scenes of that. But what I didn't do in that video is explain or give any hint about why I was starting a membership. And so this video is all about it, and I'm going to be spilling all of the tea here. So welcome back. If you're new around here, my name is Kome. I'm a business coach, and on this channel, I share with you how to grow a business online, how to make money, and how to create content as an entrepreneur on the internet. Like, honestly, if you hear anything that sounds good, hit the subscribe button and join the community. So, the reason I wanted to start a membership is very, very simple. I was having a conversation over the weekend, last weekend, with a friend I haven't seen in years. And she's also a business coach, but she lives in a different country, and we haven't seen each other in about 15 years. So I'd sent her a message to say, hey, how you doing? And then we reconnected and we started to chat. And while we were speaking, we started to compare notes about different aspects of business, marketing, entrepreneurship in general. And then we dabbled into the challenges that we've both faced in our business. And we were just sharing. You know how women get when they are having a good time and chatting and having conversations, we just start to share. And so here was my friend and I just sharing about business. And something came out of that conversation where I realized that the reason a lot of people struggle is not because the struggles are unique. It's because we don't have honest conversations with each other as much as we should about some of the challenges we are facing as individuals, especially as adults. Because, guys, adulting is not for it's not easy. And so as we were talking, I realized that we had challenges in common, things that we have encountered in our businesses, some of the difficulties we have faced. And for me, I think it sort of reconfirmed something I was already feeling, which is the fact that when you have a business, it can feel very lonely, especially because you're trying to do all the things. You're trying to grow the business, you're trying to market, be on content creation. Like you have to be doing so many things and you're wearing so many hats. And yet we're struggling with things that if we only had conversations, someone else would tell you how they navigated that season, something that helped, and possibly even the solution to what you offer. And so I think for me, it sparked something new inside of me because I felt this is what people are missing. Community is what people are missing. Honest conversations is what we are missing in our generation. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that we have social media and we have people creating content on social media. And you will think that that would bring us closer together. But what is actually happening is a lot of business people, a lot of entrepreneurs in general, in fact, a lot of people, full stop, are performing on social media because we're afraid to be vulnerable. We're afraid to go really deep. And so I started to think about what it would look like to create community for people who want to solve a problem, but they want to do it with other people and actually be seen and feel seen. Because there's a different thing between people watching you and people talking to you. There is a difference between engaging on your content and just leaving random emojis and people actually telling you like real honest feedback about what you do. So that was the first thing. I think the second thing for me is as a coach, I love high ticket sales. I love to sell programs that I know bring transformation. But the challenge has always been that, say, I sell a program that is a 3 months container. At the end of 3 months, my people go away and I feel like we lose connection. And so I started to think that, okay, what if instead of people just leaving, there was a place for them to go, which is a community where they can keep momentum, have conversations, and feel like they're still getting accountability, even though they've already learned the strategies. And someone said something interesting, I think, to me. And she said something like, when she left one program, she found that her results practically evaporated with time. Like while she was in the container and she was learning, she was getting fantastic results. And I think it's because she had accountability. And my friend was basically saying as soon as she left that program, it only took about 6 months before she felt like she was stuck again and having to re-enroll in a different program or go back to the program that she was in. And I think I've also seen that with some people where accountability is actually the thing that makes the difference for them. They learn the strategies and then the accountability helps them gain momentum. And as soon as they lose that accountability and community, they feel like same old, they fall back into uh old habits. We all know that. We fall back into old habits. And before you know what is happening, you feel like you don't even know what you're doing. You feel stuck and you're not exactly sure of how to proceed. So that's another reason why I started to think that what if there was a place that you could go and continue to grow where you feel like you're making friends and community at the same time? And then I think the third thing, and I think this is important for any entrepreneur, any coach, is to find a way to generate recurring income in your business so that you don't have to start from scratch every month. And it's so crazy that I was reading the book, I was reading the Bible, and I saw it in there. I was reading First Kings, I think chapter 5 and until chapter 9. And I was reading the story of King Solomon. And one of the things that it said was that Solomon had reoccurring income. That sparked something in me. I felt like, what? This is one of the whole like strategies behind why King Solomon was so rich. And so I thought if Solomon can have reoccurring income, surely I can create something to generate reoccurring income. And I think it's so important for any entrepreneur out there to find a way to generate reoccurring income every single month so you don't have to start from scratch. So you don't have to feel like under pressure if the business is not going as you expect. Because listen, we all know when you run a business, your income might not exactly be the same amount every single month. And that can lead to all sorts of pressure and all sorts of just worry and anxiety, which we are trying to avoid. Okay. Okay. I think a lot of people are going to watch this and say, hey, Kume, you've always preached high ticket sales and you're now talking about recurring income. And here is the facts. I think one of the biggest challenges we have in the coaching industry and in business as a whole is the fact that people think that if you sell high ticket, then you can't sell low ticket. And I think that is crazy. It is crazy, crazy, crazy because you can sell high ticket to the people who are ready for high ticket, who want proximity, they want transformation, and they want to be up close and personal with you. Like when I run a coaching program, they have my phone number. They are able to send me messages or they are able to leave voice notes in the community. That is a very different level from someone having a community that is low ticket and these guys are getting what they need for the stage they are at. And so I think it really is not sensible for you to just say, oh, I sell high ticket. I'm only going to sell high ticket. I'm never going to sell low ticket. It's ridiculous. And so for me, the way I say it is my business should be an ecosystem where different people come in to enjoy the services you provide. I'm thinking of Netflix and the fact that somehow over the course of the past 2 or 3 years, I believe Netflix has been able to create tiers in their business so that people are watching at $6 a month and some people are watching at $35 a month. That is exactly what it looks like. And I think it's brilliant. Every business should have that, where people come into your business at the level that they can afford or the level they're ready to invest in. So if you had a community for $7 a month, fantastic. People who only want to invest $7 can invest. And if you have a program that is $25,000, people who are ready to invest $25,000 are able to invest. And I think that is the direction that I see my business in, going in. And I think it is brilliant for anyone who wants to grow a business that is actually moving with the times. So let me land this plane by saying I'm now building what I believe is a community. In fact, I'm going to be building two communities, but I'll tell you the first one. I'm building a community for entrepreneurs, and I'm also building another community for people who want to learn how to generate income. And I'm truly, truly excited about either of the communities. And I think for me, it's a full circle moment because I first had the community 6 years ago. And somehow I think I forgot about the importance of community building. And I felt like, look, this is too much stress. And I took down that community when COVID happened. And it was actually a really hectic time in my life. And now I'm super excited to be bringing the community back and to see what is going to be possible. I mean, I'm going to be sharing all the details on the channel as usual. And some of the times it's going to be TMI, like things that you don't really need to know. But I think it's going to be helpful and productive for someone who is also building a business or building income strategies that will help them move forward. So there is today's video. Let me know if anything I said resonated with you, if anything about today's video is good for you. And honestly, I'll be reading every comment. So hit me. Let me see. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.